deployment pattern. Okay. So I want to break a myth. It is not something like when you host the application in microservice in a Docker container, then only you can call it as a microservice. No, you can also deploy a microservice on a virtual machine also. But only problem you are going to face there is you have to manage the virtual machines. That's it. Otherwise, even if you host your application on a virtual machine, then also it is going to called as a microservice also. Okay. So there are multiple deployment patterns available for deploying a microservice, right? So on a single machine, you can deploy multiple services, right? So you can have a single Tomcat, which will be hosting multiple applications on multiple port numbers. Then you can have it. So this is called a multiple service instances per host. And next is service instance per host. So one server, one service. That is another method. And another method is service instance per VM. That means on a single machine, you can bring up 4 virtual machines, and inside the virtual machine, you can host 4, you can show 4 services. So this is something on a single server, you are hosting 4 services, but they are interdependent because of the virtual machine. And next concept is called service instance per container, which we are well aware of it because we have completed the Docker training. So one container will be hosting one service. Okay. And next is the serverless deployment. I talked about Lambda and other stuffs. So one particular service, you are going to deploy it on a serverless scenario. And another one is service deployment platform. So this is where our Kubernetes comes into picture, where all the services are hosted in a cluster-based scenario. These are all the multiple deployment patterns available, right? So either one service per host, or multiple service on a host, or one service per VM, and the VM can be multiple VM sitting on a single host, and one service per container, and serverless deployment, or otherwise you can go for the service deployment pattern. This is basically your Kubernetes.